Hey everybody, we're just waiting to start the XCOM show, but we have some time to kill, so let's do a pre-show. And by pre-show, I mean P-R-I-I. These have become kind of common now for us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into the Miiverse, see what's new.
Are we gonna make dick jokes?
Can't.
They like your shirt.
Can't.
Though.
I don't want to get blocked.
Thanks. Oh, I just meant us.
Oh. You can't force dick jokes.
Can you force fart jokes?
That can result in like intestinal problems.
Yeah.
It'll give you a hernia if you force farts.
Then you'd have two dicks.
What's in the old newspaper today? I just never know what to do in the Miiverse. I'm trying to use it like maybe the regular user would, going in and being like, here's our friend Brandon, who posted an image saying, I got all this stuff. Cool.
That's a lot of stuff.
Man, my box is full and very unorganized. Facepalm.
That's
Did
what
that
she said.
really need a facepalm, Brandon? Dear Bowser, hire the fastest thing around for your dirty work or stay home. That's good first world. Not too hard, but not lazy either. On to the next world. Freaking love this. Okay, I'm done with this.
Melly has some nice drawings.
Oh, Melly, posting more shit.
Melly, what the fuck?
Well, I think this is all his old stuff,
Yeah, I
though.
think
Why
so,
is it
too.
popping? Why is it bubbled to the top? I don't have populars chosen.
Maybe he's getting...
Melly, are you redrawing some of these things? No, it says 1123. What's up with the activity feed?
Everything's
What
from
the
1123.
Are you on another further back page somehow?
No, this is just the default. It's just showing me the most popular. I want my activity feed to be the most recent.
Maybe you can go to the top and do something about that.
I think that the chat's derped again today. Boy, this is just gonna dog us forever.
No, they think you derped the
Oh,
Wii
you
U.
think I derped the Wii U?
Yeah.
Just nobody was talking forever there. I guess we only have a very small audience right now.
Yeah.
Click on activity feed. I don't know why it happens sometimes, says Bonefoot. All right.
Hey!
Fire.
2 hours ago. There's Bonefoot posting about fire. This is really worthwhile.
We had nothing to say.
Oh, Bonefoot. Spoilers. I hope the Wii
There's a fire.
Taco Rex, made by this guy, made a Taco Rex.
That's
Oh,
pretty good.
yeah.
Looks like a taco Rex.
It does.
Normal mode completed. Survival mode, you're next. 2 days ago, I refuse to believe that this is the only posts being made. Like, look, Bonefoot made a... That's the only people out of my 100 friends that have made posts in the last... It's only showing me two hours, 15 hours, then 1 day, then 2 days ago.
Maybe they're all lazy posters.
I'm going to press activity feed again and see what happens here.
I'm a lazy poster.
I think the activity feed sucks. Oh, it does.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow. So...
Yeah, that's
This
too bad.
is why Nintendo doesn't let you have more than 100 friends. It can't handle it.
Yeah.
Like, but you can follow up to 1,000. So that logic doesn't make sense.
Good luck.
Because it needs to be able to handle me following 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Maybe it can't.
I heard it's problems with the feed. Well, fucking get your shit together, Nintendo.
Yeah, it's been... Enough time has passed for these problems to have disappeared.
You remember that moment in the social network where the server went down and he's having a fucking panic attack because he says, like, it can't even be down for, like, he's like, relax, it'll only be down for an hour. And he's like, it can't be down for a minute, let alone an hour. Because, like, people's user experience matters. Like, the second that you have a bad one, you're like, from...
Maybe I'll not click on that again.
Yeah, I could be the average user, come in here and be like, man, yeah, it's kind of weird, it's buggy. Oh, well. And then, like, a year later, a buddy's like, hey, you've been using Miiverse? It's pretty cool, eh? And he's like, it's really buggy, isn't it? And he's like, well, no, I think they worked out all those kinks. It's like, oh, well, I just never used it since.
Yeah.
And that's how people work. I know that it might be short-sighted, but it's true. That's how people do this. People have lots of things on their mind, and they're not going to check in on, like, this app every day.
You have one cat hair on your nose.
And that's why things should be good out the gate.
Yes, I agree.
Hear that, Nintendo?
I guess I shouldn't rant that much.
Yeah, Pocahontas on
I don't know.
Netflix.
I think you kind of should.
The glitches aren't, like, insane, though.
No, but
They're confusing. They're derpy. Growing pains is to be expected for new services. I can give them some slack. When it comes down to it, it's their prerogative.
Yeah.
If they're a company who wants to profit and, get their users addicted to this shit, Pocahontas is on Netflix. Becky watched it.
And Fraser sat and criticized it the entire time.
It's kind of crappy.
I haven't seen it since
The
I was
morals
a kid.
are all fucked up in it, man. Like, Pocahontas is she's a slut. Like,
She's a little girl. Well, not in
real
the
life
movie.
she was. She has,
a
like, a
slut.
boyfriend in the tribe, sees John Smith, instantly never thinks about the dude again. Just
No.
suddenly is
No,
completely
it's not her
infatuated with John
boyfriend.
Smith.
It's not her boyfriend. Her dad says you have to marry
Oh,
Coquan
she was
because he's big
betrothed?
and strong. Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's-
he's a totally nice guy through
He
the
is-
entire time.
he is
He's
quite
just
nice.
concerned about her.
Oh,
and,
wow.
What is it with
And-
Disney?
and John Smith through the whole thing is a fucking asshole. He calls her a savage, like, right to her face. And then he talks about how, like, then there's the whole song between the bad guy. The bad guy says, "This land is mine, mine, mine," and then it's cut. It goes back and forth between him and John Smith, who is exploring and climbing a mountain, saying, "Mine, mine, mine." But it's like it's his because he wants to explore it, right? He doesn't want to exploit it. Fuck that. He still has the same mentality.
Yeah.
He's there to rape and pillage, which
Yeah.
they did, which John Smith did. I
Yes.
looked it up. John Smith wrote
yes.
in his diary bragging about raping a 10-year-old native girl.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Disney?
Yeah. It's
It's just fucked
you
up,
can't
man.
get around that stuff.
You can't get around that
It's,
shit. And Becky and I were
that
talking about it.
happened
Mostly
every
I was
time.
talking at her about it.
Jesus, I do
I'm
that every
sorry,
show.
but I really got on the subject, and it was like, this is the only story that Disney based on a true story. It just seems odd of them to have done that.
Yeah.
Why did they do it?
Why pick that one?
Why pick anyone? Why do anything on a true story? You're Disney. Do fantastical, crazy,
What time was
awesome
that?
stuff.
When did that come out?
It was towards the
1996. I
end
think.
of their classically animated stuff, wasn't it?
96.
Yeah, I think.
What was going on in '96 to make them?
Natives were pretty hot then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of,
'Cause of,
Dancing with Wolves, and like a lot of people saw Pocahontas as being like a
95.
pro-native thing and like really helping kids learn about the culture. But then when a school
But
board,
was it?
well, a school board wanted to put in the true story of Pocahontas into their curriculum, and tons of parents were like protesting it, saying it was like raping their children's childhood and stuff. Sorry to use the word again, but like they're just
Raping
like,
your
this
children's
is-
childhood with the
They
truth
didn't actually
of
use
what
that word. It
happened.
just came out because that's kind of what people always say is like, you're raping my childhood. But no, but they were like, that's wrong to corrupt our children, making them like this beautiful,
the
nice
truth of
childhood
history.
story isn't what they thought it was and stuff. And then Pocahontas was shipped on back to the UK
It's so
and died of
weird
smallpox like 2 years
because-
later.
before that movie came out, like years before that movie came out, we named our dog Pokey
Yeah.
for Pocahontas. But like
And you're a native family.
did we not know the full story? Like, did they have like little storybooks that told it in a whimsical way too? Like, how do we know about Pocahontas? Because we didn't learn it from like the elders.
I don't know. Maybe
mean,
it was
even-
told in a whimsical way at
Even
some
in
point.
school, you didn't hear about all the raping
yeah.
and pillaging. You
No,
heard about
No, you never. They skim over those
Yeah.
details, and they really shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, history is brutal. Human humans are brutal.
Just awful.
And it's something that should...
Full of awful, awful
Because
things.
you grow up believing that, you know, history has bad people in it, but there's always good guys, and they prevail.
Yeah, everybody's
and it's like, you
kind
know
of a
what?
shade
No,
of gray.
humans are just shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're bad
Yeah.
people. Humans are a bad species.
Yeah.
We always have been.
Yeah.
And it's just whoever wins that writes the right part of history. Like, makes themselves look better. Caught you in 20 seconds. But anyways, in general, though, Pocahontas is a bad movie. Like, it's one of Disney's worst. It's just... The jokes feel really forced and stuff like that. You know, the little critters and stuff feel really tagged on.
You're
and,
destroying
I
Becky's
was so
childhood.
excited to watch it because I did like it as a kid,
I
but
should've just
watching
left
it
you to it,
again,
I'm
I
sorry.
was like, eh.
I don't think I loved it as a kid.
It wasn't great. There's just the general...
But I think I was
feel-
probably at that time also on the border of being too cool to watch
Yeah,
Disney movies
totally.
at that point.
Yeah.
I was never too cool.
Well, you had younger siblings. We were
Yeah,
the youngest.
that's the big
so.
difference.
But,
That's why you know so much about Pokemon and I know nothing.
yeah.
Pokemans. Can't wait to play this with my family on Christmas. Ain't that cute, Bone?
No.
Ah, the bone.
Well, did you see this earlier post he made? Where did he put it? Where did it go?
Flag it. Flag the butts.
There.
You know, that-
Aww.
Oh, little Bone.
Aww.
it's cute.
Was that a beaver tail?
I think it was a Band-Aid.
Oh. Ew.
I don't get it.
My patch.
My patch.
I don't get it.
Maybe we have to play Sonic Racing.
Yeah,
Then
That
we
could be.
get it.
that could be the thing.
I want beaver tails.
Maybe we
with-
should get some.
Yeah, with lemon juice.
We should find some beavers and cut off their tails and fry it up with garlic.
Look at his eyebrows.
Bushy eyebrows.
Patch equals Band-Aid. Patching wounds. Patch equals fix.
All right. So these pre-shows are just like ranting platforms.
Yeah, they
for me.
really are.
You know what grinds my gears? Anyways,
Well,
okay.
that was fun.
So we'll be back with XCOM in a moment. Stay tuned.